Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn Mathematics. This is Rekha Chabra, your maths teacher. Students, I hope you all are doing great and giving good enough time to your studies. So please don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel and keep watching my videos for better understanding of mathematics. So we were doing chapter number 6, application of derivatives, in which we are doing very important topic which is maxima and minima. In today's video lecture also, I'm going to continue with the same topic. We will discuss few practical and word problems, real life problems based on these topics. So we will continue with our NCERT exercise 6.5. Before we start discussing the questions, let's have a look what was second derivative test was. Here what we do, we calculate first and second derivative, we equate the first derivative with 0 for finding the critical points. If the second derivative at that critical point is less than 0, it's a point of local maxima. If it is greater than 0, it's a point of local minima. And if it is equal to 0, then we can't say anything at this point of time. Now let's discuss few questions. Question number 14. Find two positive numbers x and y such that their sum is 60 and xy cube is maximum. So if x plus y is 60, we can write down y as 60 minus x. So the given function will become xy cube. So in place of y, we can write down the value of y 60 minus x, so that the function will become the equation in one variable and we can differentiate it easily with respect to x. So now differentiating it, then calculate second derivative. What is the next step? We have to equate the first derivative with 0 for finding the critical points. If we take x as 60, so double derivative will become 0. So it's better to avoid that. We will take x equal to 15, then we are getting double derivative as negative. Something negative which is less than 0. So definitely x equal to 15 is a point of local maxima. If x is 15, so y is 45. A square piece of tin of side 18 cm is to be made into a box without top. Let the square piece of tin be this, with side 18 cm. By cutting a square from each corner and folding up the flaps to form the box. So let the side of the squares from each corner that we are taking out is x. So what will be the remaining length? 18 minus 2x. Breadth will be 18 minus 2x. So it will be a kind of cuboidal box which is open from the top. So what is the volume? What should be the side of the square to be cut off so that the volume of the box is maximum possible? We have to talk about volume. Volume is LBH. Length and breadth are same, so it will be x into 18 minus 2x whole square. Differentiate first derivative, second derivative, equate the first derivative with 0 for finding the critical points. We are getting 9 and 3. If we take 9, so what will be the length? 18 minus 2x means 0, which is not possible. So it means we have to take 3. If x is 3, double derivative is negative. So surely x equal to 3 is a point of local maxima. Question number 20. Show that the right circular cylinder of given surface and maximum volume is such that his height is equal to the diameter of the base. So let r and h be the radius and height. What is the surface area? 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. Now we are writing h in terms of r. And then volume. Volume is pi r square h because we have to maximize volume. Volume is pi r square h, but here students, if you see r and h, we have two variables. This is the reason that we wrote h in terms of r here, so that we can now take the value of h in terms of r. So now differentiate with respect to r, calculate second derivative, then next step, equate the first derivative with 0 for finding the critical points. We are getting r square equal to s upon 6 pi, or even you can say r equal to under root s upon 6 pi. Now second derivative at this critical point is something negative. So it means it's a point of local maxima when r square is equal to 6 upon 6 pi. S upon 6 pi. Now calculate h when r square is this, right? So it is 3r minus r, which is 2r. So that's what we wanted to prove, that height is equal to diameter or twice the radius. 21st, of all closed cylindrical cans of a given volume of 100 cubic centimeter, volume is given 100. So h is 100 upon pi r square. find the dimensions. We have to find the dimensions, and the surface area is minimum. So surface area is this 2 pi r into h. What is h? 100 upon pi r square. It means 200 upon r. So surface area, differentiate with respect to r, calculate double derivative, equate first derivative with 0 for finding the critical points. Now add this r equal to 50 upon pi raised to the power 1 by 3 or cube root 50 upon pi, double derivative is greater than 0. So now r is equal to this. We can calculate h, which is 2 into cube root 50 upon pi. So r is this and h is this when surface area is minimum. A wire of length 28 cm is to be cut into two pieces. One of the pieces is to be made into a square. Let that piece be L and another piece into a circle. Let that piece be 28 minus L. Now we are making square out of this piece. So it means L will be the perimeter of that square. So what will be the side? L by 4. And here we are making circle from this piece. So this 28 minus L will be equal to the circumference of circle. Now it is given that what should be the length of the two pieces so that combined area of the square and circle is minimum. Combined area we have to take. Let it be A, capital A. Now take the combined area of square plus area of circle. Put their values. Side square, what was the side? L by 4. So L square upon 16. And here area of circle, right? Pi and r square. R is this. We have taken out from this equation and it's square. Now differentiate dA by dl. Double derivative which is greater than 0. It's clearly visible. Equate first derivative with 0 for finding the critical points. L equal to 112 upon pi plus 4. So L should be this, right? And you can find out what is 28 minus L. So the length of the wire in making the square is this and in making the circle is this. Prove that the volume of the largest cone that can be inscribed in a sphere of radius r is 8 by 27 of volume of sphere. Now here we have to assume few things. It's a sphere and it's a cone. OC, let OC, O to C is x and AO is radius capital R and BO is also radius capital R. It is given. Now we are finding OC. BOC is a right triangle. So OB square is equal to OC square plus BC square. From here, what can we take? Students, we can find out the value of BC. That will be under root R square minus X square. Now radius BC is this and height of the cone is R plus X, right? Now we need to show that the maximum volume of cone is equal to 8 by 27 into volume of sphere. And we are getting 32 pi r cube upon 81. Volume, V be the volume of the cone. So what is the volume? 1 by 3 pi r square h. R, take the value from here and h, take the value from here, r plus x. Now radius is constant. So again this is function in one variable only, which is x. We can solve it and we can easily differentiate. We can find dv by dx. Equate it with 0 for finding the critical points. X, value of x, this is minus r and r by 3. Minus r is not possible, so we will take the value of x as r by 3. Find the double derivative. Put the value of x as r by 3. It is coming as negative, which is less than 0. So definitely the volume is maximum when x is equal to r by 3. Show that the semi-vertical angle of a cone of maximum volume and of given slant height is this. Let theta be the semi-vertical angle, this, right? And r, h and L be the radius height and slant height. Now slant height of the cone is given as constant, right? Because slant height, it is given that show that the semi-vertical angle of a cone of maximum volume of and given slant height. So given slant height means something constant. Now this is a right angle triangle. Here can we write sine theta equal to r by L, right? Sine theta equal to r by L. Theta is here. So what is sine theta? P by h, perpendicular upon h. So with respect to this theta, what is perpendicular? Opposite side, r. So r by L. So r is equal to L sine theta, radius is equal to L sine theta, and h is equal to L cos theta. Again we have got r and L also in terms of theta, r and h also in terms of theta. Now take the volume 1 by 3 pi r square h. L we have in terms of ln theta, h also we have in terms of ln theta. Open it, differentiate with respect to theta. We are getting this thing now. Equated with 0 for finding the critical points. What are we getting? Tan square theta equal to 2. So tan theta equal to root 2. Theta is equal to tan inverse root 2. When theta is tan inverse root 2, students, can we say sine square theta is equal to 2 cos square theta, because tan square theta is sine square upon cos square. Now we have double derivative this and put the value of theta, sorry, sine square theta as 2 cos square theta. So what are we getting? We are getting something negative which is less than 0. So definitely it's a point of local maxima when theta is equal to tan inverse root 2. So I hope you must have understood these questions. If you have any confusion anywhere, please pause the video, note down the step, read and listen the explanation one more time. Otherwise we can clear these doubts in the online session as well. Thank you very much, students. Please try rest of the questions yourself.